Tim Bigham, options strategist with Buy Alerts, is with us. Your thoughts on Tesla? I mean, there are folks who still think that this stock goes to, 1,000. There are still people who are really on board in a big way and others who are more apprehensive. How do you go about an example trade?
Yeah, I am probably not in the quite apprehensive camp, Nicole, but I'm certainly not thinking Tesla's going to 1,000 anytime soon. There certainly have been out there forever, the Tesla bulls, and will continue to be regardless. So I just think I'm looking at the technicals here, the stock having problems really getting through that 325 level, which equates right to the 20-day moving average as well. So had a very nice rally off the lows, to say the least here. Certainly the kind of negativity surrounding Elon Musk has kind of gone by the wayside here. So I don't think there's a lot to drive this stock higher, no pun intended. Even with the robo event coming, you might see a quick pop, but I think it'll be a classic, buy the rumor, sell the news. Certainly the stock ran up in anticipation of that. And as George alluded to in the last segment, deliveries actually falling, prices on Tesla's actually falling, so lower sales with lower margins, to me, isn't a bullish thing to look at. And robo-taxis are down the road a far way, certainly, but I think, probably will be talked up big, and you might see a 1 or 2 day sort of rally, but eventually I think, the fundamentals come to the forefront. And I think Tesla probably due for a pullback, not looking for a big one, just back to where it was basically a week ago, just below that 300 level. So I'm buying the traditional 290 puts in July and selling next week's 290 puts, paying a little bit under $7, and really just looking for a sharp 1 day pullback where this trade, which is cheap, IV is at under the 30th percentile, so this will benefit from a pop in IV as well on a pullback.
Okay. Thank you for that. So some apprehension, we'll get the big news on the 22nd of June, and we'll see. And as you noted, I mean, the robo-taxis, great idea, but also face a regulatory environment that will be very tough to get the okay from, the legal folks to get those out on the road comfortably. Let's talk about the big picture in the market. How are you feeling ahead of Fed Day tomorrow and so many headlines that keep crossing? At this moment, the market right now, the Dow's down just 50, certainly recouping much of the losses, and the S&P's down 11. So we have come up off the earlier lows of the morning.
It's getting a little worrisome to me, just kind of the poo-pooing of all the negative potentials out there, certainly. I think the macro events really haven't had any big effect on the market here. I think interest rates, which we'll find out tomorrow if the Fed is going to at least talk a little more dovishly or not. I think they'll probably hold, kind of the same, viewpoint they've had here, which is, we'll, give you some cuts, but maybe next year. And with the 10-year yield still around 4.5%, stocks are at the highest valuations we have seen in many cases historically here. So stocks are expensive. That's why I think we're stalling out here at 6,000 on the S&P. So unless the Fed comes out with something pretty dovish, I think you might have a little bit of a pullback, just with the fact that the Fed isn't going to be behind us. That Fed put may not be there as much as people think, or the strike price on it, if you will, be much lower. So I'm looking for a pullback here, certainly on the market, and some of the big names like Microsoft, which I think has gotten out over its skis as well here.
Tim, great to chat with you. Thank you so much. Good luck there at trade and the big picture on the market. Thank you, Tim. Tim Bigham, option strategist at Buy Alerts.